Momentarily, the race bot has said go. See Xarnax slightly ahead. We'll even that out in just a moment. I feel like I've done this before, says our dear blue-haired uncle. What a strange way to wake up and just have someone say those things to you. It's no wonder it would inspire somebody to hop right out of bed and just check that first chest. I don't know about you, I would be compelled myself. Finding a heart piece straight away. Decent safety item, there's plenty of those common throughout the run. Very few seeds have wound up finishing below 10 hearts, so not a bad thing to find early, although something they surely would have found later on. It's always raining heading into the castle. The weather in Hyrule is not very good overnight, it seems.
And usually a strange time to get to left for the distress calls from Zelda.
It's just a very peculiar world, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Now, both players definitely probably going to try to farm for bombs because the prize packs and randomizers has been changed. So, wow! Now, we do have our first progression item found. The Fire Rod.
Now, that's a pretty major one to find. Although not always required, certainly extremely helpful even in those non-required moments. Making a lot of puzzles later on quite easy. We've seen a couple of red rupee drops as well. Early money is certainly a hot commodity. And any one of these green guards could drop a bomb. We could find a 3-pack in a chest somewhere. We do not know. That is the beauty of the randomizer. It's certainly been a lot of fun.
We do not have any lists, so we don't know, and you guys don't know, so we're just watching along with you.
We did get our first bomb drop. Exciting to see that before even heading downstairs.
Now, it looks like we have a well-educated chat here. They know what links to put stuff, so people can figure out where to get the randomizer and figure out some things about it.
Excellent. We always had the questions coming up, and it's very good to have such a strong community helping each other out, pointing each other in the right directions.
And it's nice, Zylo also gets his first bomb. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strats they do here. Some people will pick up the pots, others will directly go slashing the chain guard 6 times. It looks like they're opting both to do the pot strat here. And I think chat pretty much knows that Zelda just pretty much gets dragged along in Randomizer because we did remove the text for most of the NPCs, so there won't be no talking from Zelda.
That's true. No direction from her to head up to the pedestal. It's not a pedestal. What would you call that? A mantle?
I would call that a mantle.
It's been so long since I've seen the regular text in the game, especially in the English version, that quite a bit of it's not familiar to me anymore.
Yes, keep in mind that the randomizer is played on a Japanese version 1.0 ROM, so it has all the glitches that you usually like to see, like the item dashing, the fake flippers, and spin speed are just some of the known ones.
And that's right, I believe patched out before the game was ever released in North America or Europe. Interesting to see both players heading up the same flights of stairs at the exact same time. Only 4.5 minutes into this, but we usually see some deviation by at least a few seconds here and there. They've got a near identical rupee count, near identical health. Zylo has 5 arrows, although that's not anything crucial at this point. Another 20 rupee drop. Zylo turning right around to grab that. Not a bad idea. Rupee's very, very important early on in the game. At least until you get that 500 or so that you can comfortably check Zora or the bottle vendor in Kakariko.
And it looks like Xarnax also picked up another 20 rupees, so this is good that they're both getting some money here killing these snakes and rats and stuff. Now here's another thing mentioned. In the light world, you get a free light, even though you don't have a lamp, as you may notice.
Yeah, that's one of the points of the randomizer. Anywhere in the light world, you can travel lampless, in the non-glitched versions, of course, such as this, and not have any problem getting around. It's only in those dark world rooms that the lamp is suddenly going to be required. I don't personally know if either of our runners tonight are well-versed with dark navigation, although it's way too early to tell whether or not it'll be necessary. Never necessary, I should say. It's never going to be a required situation. Although sometimes it can prove to be quite a nice gamble, paying off if you know how to do it and navigate it properly.
And let's see what they get in Escape, because it looks like both are hidden out. There was not really any progression items found in those 3 chests.
No, nothing too special. A map was one of them, and I missed on both runners what the other 2 were. Possibly a heart piece, or I don't think any rupees in this case.
Yeah, nothing of significance.
Piece of heart in a sanctuary chest, only a fraction of what it would be in the vanilla game. Of course, being the ever-loved Sank Heart.
And that's why we have to give a hand to Miria-chan. She's doing a great job of tracking things for us if we ever miss it. Or chat will definitely tell us as well.
Oh, totally. Chat's on top of things, they're never wrong. In fact, I think we should give them access to the tracker at some point and see how they do during a race. Nice 20 arrows from the tree pull. Although I'm sure that they were hoping for plentiful bombs. Didn't happen. We're gonna check our first major item location, though, being the lumberjack tree, and I couldn't quite tell without going down the stairs, but it almost looked like the mushroom. What do you think that was, Hiei?
It actually looked like Mitt, to be honest. The Titan's Mitt, I believe.
Well, let's see. Xarnax goes a little bit higher up, and I did see a little bit of red.
Oh, if he says a little bit red, then I would think mushroom. And Miria-chan is confirming with us, mushroom.
And that could be one of those things we see not obtained for a while. The fetch quest items, as they call them, not necessarily required. At what point do you take the gamble then to check Aghanim?
Ooh, that's always a tough one. I usually wouldn't want to unless it's like an absolute, I have to use that to get into Dark World. I'll still first try to see if I can get to Dark World without having to do Aghanim at all. But it is an interesting fetch item to be in the lumberjack tree. It probably got players thinking for a second, maybe I do need this. Ah, Zylo lucked out getting that bomb over there.
Oh, that's for sure. Kakariko's usually plentiful with them, though. 4 or 5 chests in Blind's basement. Another 4 immediately accessible through the well. Certainly good odds of finding those 3 bombs. Getting the Book of Medora pretty early. Another red rupee. A blue boomerang. And another red rupee. The most common item in the game, I believe.
Yes, red rupee. There's plenty of chests with red rupee. There's at least 20 plus chests with red rupee, so don't be surprised to see many red rupees.
Sure. I can't disagree with what Xarnax is doing right now. A little bit out of the way, a little bit time-consuming. This bombable hut always has 4 bombs in it every time you go in and out. Easy enough to just go to the shop and buy 10 for 50 rupees. But this early in the game, 50 rupees is quite a bit to purchase something with. You don't have to spend them if you don't want to. If you don't need to, I should say. So 4 should comfortably get him through the rest of what's necessary.
Ooh, and you got our first bottle, and the cape was found in the well.
Oh, that's interesting.
But he didn't have a bomb, so he didn't get to check the rest of the well.
No, unfortunately not. Apparently that bottom wall in the well needed to be fire blasted. There was something there that was amiss. Xarnax felt it necessary.
And yet again, another red rupee.
And the stick kid gave Link his heart. Very, very touching. Now, I would be a little concerned this early in the game finding the cape and seeing that a fetch quest item is in the tree. I might really be starting to think at what point should I go check Aghanim. Or at least keeping it in the back of my mind. There's still plenty of options at this point, but certainly not something to rule out.
That is absolutely true. You never know what the fetch quest item is, but we did catch what Bombos is on in the library. Now, it's too early to tell if that's a required medallion or not.
It's very possible that there won't be any medallions required at this point.
That is very true. We do not know yet, and I don't think any of the players have opted to open the map to see if which Light World dungeons are pendants or crystals just yet.
Well, I was just going to say that. I don't believe we have. It's a very high point of interest that you want to look out for. Everyone opens it at a different point to check their first dungeon locations. Some people will do it almost immediately after escape, some will do it after getting a bunch of these items just to get comfortable and pretty well established, situated.
And once again, we found a red rupee.
You know, I think we'll see a few more of those before this run is over.
I would think so. There's still quite a lot of them. Now, this is bad for Zylo. He doesn't have bombs, so he can't technically do too much here. He can't go to the mini Moldorm cave.
Well, that's unfortunate. He's gonna hope for an item drop somewhere, I'm assuming.
I think he's probably gonna try to risk it and kill one of these guys for a prize pack to hopefully find it, or he's gonna start realizing, oh, I forgot, I don't have a bomb here. Oh, I think he just noticed.
Stopped for a moment. He certainly realized he doesn't have those bombs yet.
Yeah, he's just hoping for prize pack here. Hope he gets lucky.
That's about all you can do right at this point. Unfortunately, nothing's paying off right this moment. So even though Xarnax took a little bit of extra time going to get bombs from the hut, he'll be able to catch up here unless these prize packs start cooperating for Zylo. Doing a little bit of landscaping in the process, digging up a green guy. Not sure what he was doing under there.
Still trying to farm that bomb, I see. Trying to kill everything in sight.
And interesting to note that Xarnax is not even going to check the water gate at this point. We've seen that come back to bite people in the past. Of course, we know at this point there wasn't anything required there. Moderately helpful at best.
And we'll get to see what the mini Moldorm cave holds.
5 locations, and there's usually something good. It is, I believe, one of the hype caves, one of many.
And looks like Zylo gets his prize pack.
Nice, an 8 bomb drop.
Oh, and some interesting items have been found. The Flipper, Quake, and just some heart pieces.
Oh my, all of the life is in that cave.
Yeah, that was definitely a mini hype cave there.
Certainly.
Now with that, they both don't have to fake Flipper.
No, that's always a huge comfort. You don't have to worry about, not soft locking, since that doesn't exist in fake Flipper glitch in the randomizer, but certainly don't have to worry about the instant death. Another red rupee, as we've mentioned, those are our favorite things at this point, on the Lake Hylia item location. swimming along straight up north here. We're gonna head up the river, check on the hobo, see how he's doing, say hey.
It's always interesting to see what Hobo holds, and let's see what this item comes out to be.
Wow.
A common trend in this see so far. A red rupee.
Yet another one.
And looks like Xarnax is heading maybe towards... I have to see if he actually goes left or right here. It's an interesting choice to see where he goes. Just going...
He's going left.
Oh, right.
I
Going left.
suspect he's going to hit Watergate, possibly head west from there then, since he has the Book of Medora. Check out a couple of things in the desert as well. Of course, that is only a hunch. And the last time I commentated with all of you guys, my hunches were not on point. I was wrong on almost everything that I said, and you know, chat, I always rely on you to let me know when I'm wrong, and you guys did not disappoint.
Wow, he is definitely going to swim his way to this ice cave here.
No, it's not a terrible idea at that point. You're there.
Yeah, might as well.
You might as well give it a shout. Take a look what's there.
Now that's the second bottle, if I recall, from the dam. Oh, he's got to be careful. He can't get hit here.
Yeah, those crabs can be quite an annoyance. With green mail, they will do a full 2 hearts of damage to you. Not the most difficult spot in the world to die.
Okay, so nothing but bombs. Let's see what Agina's cave holds here, though. And this might be the time where the routes might deviate a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Zylo's heading back to check on. Was there something
me
in Kakariko that he missed?
I think, I don't know if I
you know?
remember. Did he didn't bomb someplace?
Yeah, I don't believe he had enough bombs to check the rest of the well.
Yeah, and it's good that he remembers.
Certainly.
And let's see this ledge item. Oh, wow. I think we know what that is.
You know, just when I was starting to think Aghanim might not be a bad option, finding the flute will get a couple more locations up on Death Mountain. As well as that extra save point. Those save and quits are not as common after obtaining the flute.
And looks like he's just trying to figure out his way around here.
And we'll see, there may not be a whole lot in the Desert Palace that's obtainable at this point. I need a small key though, okay, so almost everything is accessible at this point. We don't know what's on the bunk torch at this moment. Well, he's gonna want to remember that and come back. Catching a glimpse, it looked like the silver arrows right away. Yep, that's exactly what that was.
Silver arrows.
Although I still haven't seen a map. We don't even know if this is a crystal or a pendant.
Oh, here we go. Finally.
There we go.
7 and 6 are
It is
crystals.
number 6. Okay, so my fear was that it was a pendant and that they may not remember to come back after clearing out most of it and getting the boots later.
So it was 7, 6, Hera was 7, 6 was Desert, and the red pendant was Eastern Palace.
Valuable information.
Now, we just need to figure out what Crystal 5 would be in Dark World and see if it's even relevant, if they can need it or not. Now Xarnax opting not even to look because he doesn't have to. He knows he doesn't have boots right now. He should be heading out to get his flute, though.
Yeah, he's gonna head straight down, grab the flute. I presume a save and quit, start from Sanctuary. Oh no, getting trapped in the sand a little bit. It's always a rough situation.
Yeah, now flute is a good option for them because now they have an access to Death Mountain.
Yep. Let's see what our friend the old man's been up to. I presume he's gonna be lost in a cave. It's one of his favorite hobbies. He told me that in the last post-race interview.
And I know they're going to have to sneak up on him from the backside again.
Oh, man.
And I think that's where Old Man Love came from because of that fact.
Well, hopefully we don't scare him too much this time.
Now, it looks like both racers are now checking out the area of desert, so they both have the same intel so far. Except one knows where the silver arrows are, though.
That's true. I assume Zylo's gonna head through, though. Make the routine stop. You gotta know if the big key is in that location or not. We have our wonderful flute song. I can't hear it, of course. But you all can. Sing along if you know the words. Or make them up.
They still have quite a few options here, though. I don't think any of them went to Sahasrala's hut yet.
Zylo did.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah,
Finding
that's
a piece of
right.
heart, a red rupee, and
Heart.
else relatively useless.
Nothing of use, though. I'm starting to wonder if they need to go to Zora, though.
It's a
They still need
possibility.
enough rupees, though.
When the game gives you the flippers this early, there's a chance that ledge may have something... Beautiful singing by chat, by the way. Although I don't think that Uptown Funk would have been playing on a loudspeaker in the middle of Kakariko Village. It's too peaceful of a town for that. What are you thinking, Willard?
Oh, of course.
Man, this has been the money seed.
Of course our old man gives the red rupee.
Or I should call it the ATM seed, because there's been 20s everywhere.
Now, it looks like he's going to head up here to check out Spectacle Rock and check out what's in Spectacle Rock Cave. And let's see a quick glance. Ah, just 50 rupees.
So a slightly advanced ATM on top of Spectacle Rock.
And looks like Xarnax is just going to go in. He's like, I don't even need to look. I'm just going to go get this, whatever it is.
Oh, he didn't take a peek, did he?
Nope. I'm just going to take it.
No, I assume he might be... Ooh, there we go.
Okay.
I assume Zylo might be thinking that, knowing it's a crystal, he's gonna have to come back at some point, clear the rest of it out. Probably not too worried about it. Those silver arrows will be right there where he left them. And he'll pick them up the second
Curious
time.
where he's going now. He was about to save and quit, but then...
He was. He's gonna follow right in Xarnax's footsteps.
Now, with that all said and done, because we already kind of know what's going on, Zora's kind of like the only left option here.
Yeah, there's not too much more that's open at the moment. Titan's Mid is relatively useless without the Moon Pearl, unfortunately. Xarnax's gonna make a trek east, though. Say hi to his friend Sahasrala. See what's in his back storeroom. Raid his wine
Pretty
cellar.
sure chat has a lot of different names for Sahasrala.
Do you not? I think
Pretty
everybody
sure
does.
there's like quadruple billion names, and I'm sure chat would love to share that with us.
That's a fantastic number, Hiei. I can't
And
count
look
that
at
high.
that. Szechuan.
Szechuan, Sriracha, Sasha Fierce. My favorite name for him is Sahasrara.
Ah.
Personally, that one does me right.
Ah, the jokester. Scratch us a lot.
Xarnax not opting to take a look inside Eastern Palace, though. It's a pendant dungeon, so even if he did find the bow, what value is there to beating it? You never know.
That's true, and I think
Ooh.
he's just jumping to go to Aghanim. He does have the cape.
That's exactly what it looks like. I may have ventured a trek up to the Zora, at least to take a look at what's on that ledge at this point.
That's true. But I don't know if he's thinking of like the NMG traditional route is, when I do have the mirror, I can take care of catfish and that at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. It's a great strategy, when you find the mirror early. There's so many of those 1-2 punches that are unique to the game that just don't always play out the way that you want them to, though. Item placement for it is everything. Now he's gonna have to take a look at his magic meter, using almost more than half of it, even.
Now, this is where I always wonder why players probably not really sure about the other uses of items they have here. Fire Rod would easily take out these guys in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
If timed properly, you can nail both of them there.
And that's why I mentioned what I do about the magic. Fire Rod with normal magic meter is gonna burn up quite a bit of it. You only get 8 shots on a full bar.
And looks like he's gonna think about, hey, I'm gonna have to use something here to help me out a little bit.
Fortunately, Boomerang only temporarily stunning these ball and chain guards.
Yes.
Not for a long time. That's a
Not
tough
very
climb
long.
with only the fighter sword.
He's gonna probably get that root because he's now. Oh, I need 500 for Zora still.
Yep. Can't fault that at all.
And yes, chat's helping out some new people into the randomizer. You do need cape or a better sword in order to get past the barrier at Aghanim. And one more thing is, in randomizer, you don't necessarily have to have a master sword to reflect Aghanim's power balls.
Now, of course, the bug catching net being most famous as an alternative. Although, one thing I'd be curious of, does the fighter sword work in the vanilla version?
Oh, no, it does not.
No, it does not. Okay.
However, an interesting one is the hammer. It actually works as well.
Oh, an unfortunate death by Zylo having to use that fairy early. Curious to know what he might have forgotten in the Desert Palace.
I'm thinking he's just going to try to beat Desert Palace.
Did we get the big key in the Eastern Room? Did he go into the Eastern Room at all?
I think so, because he did have the flute, so he's probably just going to grab the key, go up, and beat it.
Well, we'll have to take a look at his start menu when he changes to his fire source. I can't say that's a bad move if he did get the big key. Actually, he must have.
Yeah.
Absolutely must have, because it's not on the torch.
So therefore, he's just going to go straight here and he's going to go beat it. And it is a crystal dungeon, so this is a good move.
Absolutely. Landmola may drop an item? Honestly, I haven't checked that either. Didn't do my counting yet today.
Well, regardless, it is a crystal dungeon, so it is good to finish. You do need 7 crystals to get to Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, no, definitely a good play. Getting those crystals as early as possible is one of the more beneficial things that you can do.
Oh, gotta be careful here. Oh, but he does have a fairy.
And that's how difficult that climb is with only the fighter sword.
Now, the good use of the fire rod here is it only takes 2 shots to beat Lamola's.
And with a nearly full meter and perfect shots, that shouldn't be an issue. Gonna try some long-range snipes, though. He gets the
He
first
did pretty
Limola
good.
beautifully.
Oh, no.
Oh.
He won't have enough now.
No. But that's fine.
Yeah. Just
Managing
one last
one single worm with just the fighter sword is not a overbearing task at all.
Now, Xarnax heading towards the Aghanim fight, where we removed all blue balls, so we don't need a blue ball guess no more here. But in general NMG, we like to usually guess how many blue balls it's going to take during our runs.
Now, Hiei, you know I love you, man. Hate to go against you, but I think it might be fun to have a blue ball count anyway. That might be correct.
Alright, chat. You guys can guess all the blue balls you want regardless. I know it's a fun time for that. Now, it'll be interesting. I think chat should be guessing, what do you think is the pyramid item?
That would be a better gamble.
Yeah, come on, chat. Let's guess what's the pyramid item, because he's almost there anyways.
Boots, rupee, single rupee, pearl, piece of heart, bug nut. The flute, that would be really interesting, actually, if we had the flute there. Considering we already have it.
Oh, yeah.
2 flutes and 1 seed?
I think that only happens in Wizrobe seeds.
Who knows what happens in Wizrobe seeds.
And wow,
It is
somebody
the boots.
got it right! And the boots were found. Now, chat's probably thinking, is he gonna go get that mushroom now?
That's a fair assessment. We've got this bunk cave you can check immediately, of course.
And looks like Zylo's farming for rupees here. Not a bad choice, because getting 500 was kind of hard.
Yeah. Although with the flippers, he'll be able to hit both of those items. And I dare say that Aghanim may still not have been required, although certainly at this point seeming to be a good choice.
Yes, it seems like getting food's nice really early. I think he's trying to figure out if he can tug that.
Right screen, wrong tree. I'm not even sure what all trees work.
Well, remember, he beat Aghanim, so the
so
trees
that's
don't
right.
work no more.
They don't, do they?
No. Once you have beaten Aghanim, you can't tug trees no more.
I didn't realize that. It's always fun having the finer points of the game be learned on the fly like that.
And now he's gonna pick up the mushroom. Now, maybe you guys can guess. What do you think the mushroom will give him? And here comes Zora.
What do we have? What do we have?
Oh,
man.
As expected.
I would like an ATM to be designed after King Zora so that I could just have it spit 20 rupees out of its mouth.
And we're checking Keem's tomb here real quickly, which I know you have a swag strat for. You want to give him how you do the swag strat here?
Ooh, first off, we find the Moon Pearl in there. So Zylo is going to need to defeat Aghanim. Unless there's something I'm mistaken on, Aghanim's going to be required to get the boots in order to even get into the King's Tomb. So, entering the King's Tomb, the conventional way is to just bonk on it. It'll open that way. I kind of stumbled upon a second way to do it that I think is just a little bit slower, although it is definitely swag, as they say. If you activate your spin speed, obviously there's no way to get the full speed going, there aren't any stairs, but if you charge your sword and then at least activate it to the point that you can't draw your sword, you can simply walk into that grave and have it open.
And it also has a very funny animation where Link is constantly pushing his way into
That's true.
Tombstone.
Yeah, if you just hold up, Link will walk down the stairs and all the way up to the treasure chest as if he's pushing something forward. Catching a look at the dark overworld, we have crystal number 5 in Thieves Town, the green pendant in Turtle Rock.
Whoa, that's great. Not having to do Turtle Rock is usually good. But we don't know. Sometimes the hospital might have an item we need.
That's all too real of a possibility lately.
And with Fire Rod, Xarnax can complete Skull Woods, so
He
it's
can.
interesting to see.
Risky, I would say, with only 7 hearts and green mail.
And with Fighter Sword, you would have to spin attack if you wanted to, but he doesn't have enough magic right now with Fire Rod, so
Well, that's
he's
an even
gonna have
better
to
point.
find some.
And no half magic either. That would be one of the most difficult setups for a Mothula fight that I could think of then. Not a bad play by Zylo to check the Eastern Palace. 3 items, how many chests in total in the immediate area? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests that he can access. Certainly good odds of finding all 3 items in that process. Not taking too much time.
Now Xarnax did route this pretty well because you do check those 2 chests there, and if you can't go to that door, you just head down here and grab the key, because this will always be a key in this chest.
Yep. Yeah, the only way out of that room is with a key, so unfortunately this chest might be one of the most boring in the game. Although it has its reasons.
Yes, because there's an entranceway where someone could fall in here, and there's pretty much you're stuck. So I usually like to say, it's a trap!
Be careful, it's a trap.
And that's about it. He found a heart piece. I think the other 2 were dungeon items, right?
It was a little tough to keep track of. I was watching the other one for a moment.
Yeah, now tracking items is really good to do when you're playing Randomizer, because in Skull Woods, there's only 2 items you can get. So he already found 1. So if he knows that he's already done looking, he doesn't even have to check here. And
He's
probably trying to think that he needed to press that, but you can actually walk along the ledge without pressing that star panel.
Yeah, that's one of those locations that you can walk along the wall. It doesn't look like it should be possible, but similar to the bumper cave, it is.
And over here, even though you blew up the wall, you can actually bonk that broken piece of wall to get across without having to walk this direction. It doesn't look like it though, but you can.
Be curious to know at this point, what is on Zylo's mind? Where is he heading to next? Possibly the Ice Rod Cave. I believe that was Xarnax that checked that.
That's true. Oh wow, he is going into Ice Palace.
That'll be interesting.
With no pearl, he might do a bunny death here, and then he can search it.
Might be the first case of Dungeon Bunny revival that I've seen in this tournament.
Yes, a very interesting.
Super difficult though. Possibly not realizing one of the more common things that runners can forget is that the hammer is required to at least get to Cold Stare.
That's true. So, if he doesn't find anything good or the hammer here, he can't really progress any further.
No, and that's a very difficult dungeon to get through without the hook shot, unless you're familiar with your bomb jumps.
And yes, notice how difficult it is to fight with the fighter sword here.
If you want to talk about gambles and randomizer, I would place my bets that this is one of the bigger ones that any runner could make. I mean,
Yes.
Nobody wants to do Aghanim. Nobody wants to climb Aghanim's tower. But I think even fewer people might want to go through the Ice Palace.
Yeah, let's see what he gets here. Ooh, 100 rupees.
And on the other side, I'm interested to see how Xarnax handles Mothula. Should be getting there in just a moment. Magic's a little bit tight.
Oh! Take a little spell there. Oh, now he goes the fast way. It's like, I went the slow way earlier to get some magic, I believe, and now I'm going the...
Yeah,
there
probably,
you go.
Probably checking those skull pots just to find some sort of magic or health. No guaranteed magic drop from these Gibdos either. NMG, they drop in the vanilla game, they drop magic pretty much all the time.
And this is really dangerous because he doesn't have much health here. Oh, yeah, look. Oh.
Very serious situation for both of our runners.
Wow, he just maneuvered all those Gibdos really quite well, though.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not going to have enough magic unless this drops enough magic for him to light these torches here. He doesn't have a lamp, so it's not going to be really good here unless he has some kind of potion.
Vanilla prize pack would have been really nice to get a full magic drop out of that.
Yeah, now he's thinking, oh man, wow,
without the mirror to quickly reset it. He's a little stuck at the moment. Ooh, and Zylo takes an unfortunate spill from one of the jellies.
And that doesn't help. He's opting to get Wallmaster to start from the beginning, which is pretty good. Helps reset the dungeon so you can keep picking up those pots for magic here.
Certainly. Unfortunately, it's also going to reset the Gibdos, which is going to make that room just as difficult. The fire bar doesn't want to let him go any further, though, at the moment. So Zylo taking a probably wise save and quit back to the Sanctuary.
Grabbing some more magic here. Oh, Wallmaster. That's fine because he still needs to get a few more magic. Can't get past that room.
Zylo taking a few moments to try and figure out what's going on, get his bearings set, calculate the next important move. We're going to flute right away and head back to Long's house. I presume Aghanim's going to be next now. He'll be happy with the development after getting the boots.
And that will definitely open more options for him because that's where we got Moon Pearl from Kingston.
Meanwhile, Xarnax still playing a fun game of Lights Out in this switch room. Definitely making friends with the Wallmaster.
And I think it's fine to make a death here because with half a heart, it's going to be really hard to progress.
Certainly.
Now, this is where it's interesting. They're trying to use the NMG strat here, but with the Fire Sword, this takes quite a while.
It does. I believe it's going to take 4 of those cycles entirely. Zylo perhaps not realizing that the Fire Rod is going to one-shot these Golden Guards.
Now, it looks like Xarnax here has plenty of magic now to get past this room.
Gibdo cooperation pending, of course.
Oh!
He's getting bodied.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh! They closed in on him.
So unfortunate. But he's determined. He's going to keep trying it.
He will not quit.
There is no turning back.
No, he is determined to finish this dungeon. No matter how many hearts he has. Oh wow, that was a really close dodge there. Oh my goodness. Yes, you can damage Mothula with the Fighter Sword, but you require spin attacks in order to even damage him.
Oh, nice triple
very
kill.
Nice kill with that one fire shot. He's like, get out of my way, Gibdo.
That's what it was all leading up to. Xarnax knew what he was doing, and he got everyone hyped for the triple kill. That was by design, folks.
And now, with this low magic, it's going to be a very interesting fight. I wonder if he even knows that he has to slash. He's going to have to spin attack instead of slashing Mothula the entire time.
And aside from the very low damage output from the Fighter Sword, the proximity that you have to be to Mothula to even get that damage. Oh, great to find a full magic drop.
Oh, he
Certainly
went
be
down
beneficial.
Because the Fire Rod does the same damage as a slashed Master Sword, 4 HP. And Mothula has 32, so you require about 8 Fire Rod shots to kill.
The perfect 8 hits, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how Mothula is with the spikes. In the vanilla game, as well as the randomizer, Mothula will not take damage if you knock him into the spikes.
And unfortunately, Fighter Sword spin attacks only do 2 HP.
That's even more tough.
Now here we go. Let's see how he does here. 1. Oh, missed that one. Oh, missed that one. Missed that one. 2. Missed that one. 3. He's going to only have one more shot here. Now he has to spin attack the rest of the way, and I think he knows.
That looked like he did just get a regular slash on him.
Oh no! And he goes down.
You know what? That's a difficult fight for anybody, though.
Oh yes, it is the most difficult fight.
And he's just gonna come back, do this later. Or he's gonna come back in. I guess this is later.
This is later. He is not gonna leave here without that crystal. Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, oh, he's gonna check the chest first. He's gonna be like, I might as well check this over here. And unbeknownst, I think he can pick up something here, because there is something blocking his way. He didn't have to walk all the way around like that. Mm-hmm. There is actually a skull pot blocking below that bridge.
Yeah, and that's something that I don't think too many people realize. I didn't learn it myself until just recently. You can't see it, of course. I had always just assumed it was one of those blocks.
Oh, and he's saying, this might be too much for me to handle. So he's saving quitting for now.
Probably not a bad idea. Recharge the batteries, see where else you can go for the moment. With Titan's Mitt and Moon Pearl, there's a ton of options.
Yes, he could check Village of Outcasts.
Though I wonder if he's going to head back to Landmola himself.
I think so.
At least get that first crystal. Realizing now that he can just have his little duck friend take him there.
That's true. These little things that they start learning of how to route and randomize. Oh, well, I thought he was actually going to go check the Spark Cave first. But then, nope. I'm doing desert.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting idea. Certainly capable having the Moon Pearl. That being one of the locations you can actually Super Bunny, although nobody has the mirror just yet. So here we go, Zylo's effectively even with Xarnax at this point then, in terms of items, possibly even pulling ahead technically with the crystal count. Finding the Moon Pearl, I'll be interested to see what Zylo's next move is going to be.
Probably gonna collect that mushroom and the bonk rock because he just got the Pegasus boots.
Very nice.
Aha! Xarnax remembers that item.
That's the one item you probably don't want to forget about. Doesn't matter what else you forget about, as long as you remember where you saw those silvers.
So no silverless Ganon fight for Xarnax.
No, but that does raise an interesting point, though. Zylo did not have the boots. He's already cleared Desert Palace. Is he going to remember to go back and get them? In fact, you may have even mentioned here, I don't even know if he checked the torch.
Yeah, that's the question, but he has an opportunity to do so, because it looks like Misery Mire's required, and if he does get mirrored, he might use that technique to go check it.
You know, one of the most difficult things about Randomizer is seeing something early on, or knowing that there's a location early on, And not winding back up in that area for another hour, hour and a half, it's really difficult to remember those one-off locations.
Oh,
Getting
and
beamed to the
looks like
face
that,
a little bit by the Beamos.
but that magic pot, well, really nice to get at this point because he should use Fire Rod on this Lamolas.
He should. Searching for the small key in this tile room.
I just have to craftily dodge. Ooh, still got hit.
Tough. Got 2 hearts under these bottom pots, though, at least.
I'm not sure he's gonna pick him up. Maybe he will, or I'm hoping he does. If he's
I hope
concerned
so
about
as well.
health. Oh, he does. Okay, thank God. Hey,
Yep, Arrow's magic in that last full heart.
now Zylo with the shovel here.
I guess he got that from the witch.
And let's see what it gets.
Ice
oh,
rod
wow!
For a pendant turtle rock.
Yeah. Now I know this comes into play. Will Sahasrahla be a part of
Oh,
this
the
scene?
green pendant, no less.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you never know. If the next 2 items he finds are the Cane of Samaria and the hammer, then all bets are off. Turtle Rock could be anything.
And yeah, Zylo's good at remembering things. He did remember Bombos' library.
That's true. Xarnax has not come back to pick that up yet.
I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if that's his plan, is when he checks out Veg of Outcast and all that, hopefully getting the mirror or so, he can just kind of do both at one time.
Yeah, between both runners, we've seen pretty much all of the light overworld at this point, or at least a vast majority of it. Something's gotta give in the Village of Outcasts, down around that southwest loop area, digging game, hype cave.
And currently, right now, they don't have access to eastern side of Death Mountain.
No. Not until they find the mirror or the hook shot, I'm afraid. Is everyone feeling okay in chat? Everyone's ears okay?
Yeah, is everyone's ears okay?
Not sure what happened there. I didn't personally hear anything.
I didn't either myself, so I don't know.
Sincerely hoping
was-
everyone's good, though. Stick with us.
Yeah, that was not basically me on... I didn't even change my volume, but...
So the cookie house, the C-shaped house, has had the bow in this case. I was just going to say, we've had some valuable items there in the past. I don't really need to say it again, I guess. The bow speaks for itself. Required in
yes.
every seed, no matter what. We'll get a first look at the digging game now as well.
And it only requires 15 digs.
Mhm.
And I see that chat likes using that Shovel Knight icon there.
Oh my!
Wow.
There's a generous item. That's gonna open up basically everything on Death Mountain. Actually, I stand corrected. So sorry. It will not yet. The mirror would allow it to. They are either a mirror or a hookshot away from everything on Death Mountain.
And now Zylo's probably thinking, now that I got this hammer, should I do Ice Palace again? We did see him attempt already, though.
That's true. We may see him revisited at some point. Not knowing how they are with dark navigation, though, we may see Zylo head over to the Palace of Darkness after checking the Hype Cave.
Now, looks like Xarnax is going to take a look at Eastern, but we know he's not going to be able to progress further in here because No bow and such.
Right. Unfortunately, the best thing he's gonna find is the red boomerang.
Alright, let's get hyped up for Hype Cave, everybody.
Throw your hands in the air like you care about ether. There we go. All 3 medallions, so now it doesn't matter that we haven't seen Meyer or Turtle Rock's entrances. Actually, we may have seen Meyer. That probably showed up on screen. There you go, Mr. Cool Guy. Just like that.
And looks like Zylo's probably gonna think, I don't need to check any pendants. I know exactly what I need for these medallions and everything.
So Catfish or Palace of Darkness? Where's Zylo heading now, Hiei?
Ooh, I would say, wow, odd. Looks like it. Interesting choice. He does have all of the stuff he needs, but I just wondering about his dark navigation here.
That'll be the question. 55 minutes in, no, unfortunately another death.
And definitely no fairy, I don't think. Nope.
No, not at this point. I'm a little surprised. We haven't seen anything to open up Death Mountain, or any sort of a mail upgrade, or a sword upgrade, almost an hour into this. Usually, it's not too uncommon to have 1 or 2 of those things missing for an hour, but to have none of the above.
Xarnax has hookshot. That's a good thing to mention. And Miri is the one who's attacking you. Very good. Well, that means he has lots of options.
That must have been in one of the Meyer caves then. So then Zylo should be getting it right now as well. My apologies. And thanks for the update.
That means they have access to the eastern side of Death Mountain, and they both can technically clear it out because they have Titan's Bit and Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that's huge. One of the best exploratory items in the entire game.
And once they have those items as well, because they have the hookshot, they have the hammer, they have the flipper, they can also finish Swamp Palace.
As soon as they find the mirror, yeah. I wonder where that'll show up.
Yeah. Once we have that mirror.
Having these items.
So many items required, though.
You think Cold Stare is going to drop the mirror?
Oh my goodness. Cold Stare drops the mirror. My god. And so far, no better sword than this fighter sword. This must be frustrating for both players.
Fighter sword and green mail when you've got access to a lot of Dark Mountain, Death World Dark Mountain. You know what I'm trying to say, I hope here. It's dangerous.
It is definitely dangerous. And I know they always go back and they say something in Zelda 1 is, there's always a common quote that you know.
Is there?
Oh, yes.
Is that something about it being dangerous to go alone?
Yep, it is, and that's why you get the sword.
There we go, we have it.
And looks like both players are in the same location. They might just give each other a high five here virtually.
Yeah, as soon as Zylo got the hook shot, he went straight up to Death Mountain. Xarnax electing to check Eastern Palace first, and that resulted in them both being at the exact same spot. Unfortunately, not much of anything in this hype cave. A few rupees and heart pieces.
Oh my goodness. Now, let's hope the rest of this side of... Probably Spiral Cave first, I would think, because you don't have the mirror, so you don't want to kind of put yourself where you have to save and quit and do this all over.
Oh, good thing Xarnax remembered to go back up. Blowing up the wall and then heading upstairs immediately. Almost missed checking out that cave, finding a full heart container and another heart piece. Xarnax not going to check the Spiral Cave at all. Unfortunately, he's going to also miss out on seeing what's on the floating island, unless he happens to find the mirror somewhere in one of these caves.
That's true.
So Zylo taking the trip up north, finding only a full heart container. Not a huge deal, they already have 10 hearts. Good mechanic by Zylo, stopping his dash before that first jelly just to hookshot him. You don't have a lot of time to react to that sometimes in this cave. Unfortunately, only for 10 arrows. I think he's pretty good on arrows for the moment.
And Xarnax going to the cave up and down. And we'll
The
see
Super
what these
Bunny
two
Cave,
chests
as
have.
it's been nicknamed.
Yeah.
Finding the
Oh.
Power Glove, absolutely fantastic. His Titan's Mint was starting to get a little worn out.
Now he's playing with power.
Oh boy. There's the throwback.
Oh, yes.
Did you ever own one of those?
Oh, yes, I actually have because of that
Really?
movie, The Wizard. Even though it's one of those cheesy moments, you
That
just
was-
had to have a power glove.
I never saw that, but wasn't that like one of the first showcases of the North American Super Mario Bros. 3?
Oh, yes, it was.
Wasn't that in that movie?
Yes, it was. It was the first kind of showcasing of Super Mario Bros. 3.
Before that game was released.
Mm-hmm.
And there we have our sword upgrade, finding
Oh.
Butter at the very end of Hookshot Cave.
I'm pretty sure he's relieved.
Yeah, I would be too.
Oh, and the mirror.
Now there we have it.
He did make the right call. Maybe he does know something that we don't.
We can consider the game pretty much open at this point, knowing where all of the items are.
And now that he has Butter, he has another option. He has the ether tablet he can check too.
That's
He
true.
has to make his way around though. If he actually used the portal, he can actually backtrack there and use the mirror though. But I think he didn't check Spiral Cave, hasn't he?
Not yet, no.
Okay. So he's contemplating. Oh, he's going to Spiral Cave first.
Zylo's gonna do exactly what you just theorized. I was half expecting to see somebody check the Turtle Rock entrance. If you're right there, even if it is a pendant dungeon, not a bad idea to at least see what you need to get in there. Should it be necessary, should you run out of options at some point.
Now this was a good move. He could check the ether tablet. He could have opted to check the Spike Cave, but let's take care of this first. Oh! And the red cane was found. So theoretically, you can say Zylo's in go mode.
Depending on dark navigation, absolutely.
Exactly. That's why I say technically. Because
Mm-hmm.
we never know if he needs that lantern for dark navigation.
This is a very overworld generous seed then.
Yes, it has been. Now we know for sure Zylo definitely has difficulties with it if he decides to keep checking for chests. But I know he's going to definitely do that in terms of finding the big keys necessary still.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you've got chests along your way, like everything in Hera, it's not a bad idea to take a couple of moments and go take a look.
And looks like he's going to need some stress here. He's probably check out Hookshot here. Let's see if it... Yeah, there we go.
Good move.
It's going to bonk over. Oh! Getting hit by that
almost,
spark.
almost getting taken out by that spark.
Now that's the question DT was thinking. Can Zylo do Silver's Cannon, and will he remember the silver arrows was on top of that torch? Because if I recall, we weren't really sure if he actually looked there. Because at the time he didn't have Pegasus boots.
Right, and with that dungeon being completed, if you didn't check it the first time, there's probably pretty little chance of going back just to check that one location.
Now, quick use of Butter Sword on Moldorm and out. Just 2 slashes, bam.
Yeah, very nicely done. So with that, Zylo's picking up his second crystal. Xarnax not too far behind. What's the next move, Hiei?
He's up here already, so... Wow, he's actually he's looking.
Checking the
I think he's looking for that lamp. Now, we're definitely thinking for sure now that he's not comfortable doing dark navigation.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is a pretty out-of-the-way chest to just go and take a look at.
Yeah, there's possibly no point of doing this if he's very comfortable with his skills in dark navigation.
All speculation, of course. There's still quite a few number of dungeons to go through, checking the chests along the way. The lamp could very well be in one of those. You may not need to go too far out of your way just to find it.
It's true.
And I need a quick refresher. What was the third pendant? We had Eastern as red, Turtle Rock as the green. Which one was blue?
And we have Ice Palace as well.
Okay. So that would leave 2 crystal dungeons with dark navigation. And Misery Mire certainly isn't fun.
Of course Mira-chan would say that, because we know we've seen her go through it, and she did a fantastic job in doing so. It actually put her in position for the 3-way tie race.
Now, this is interesting. Zylo appears to be heading north to Misery Mire. Unless he's gonna go check the checkerboard. No, wow.
No, oh wow, this is a gamble.
Oh, never mind.
He does remember
go.
this.
Silver
That's
arrows.
what I called earlier. Is that what if he does this? He remembers to go back because he has those boots. He just wants to make sure he gets this. Now, the only item he would probably be most comfortable with is finding that lamp. He did make the smart move. He did remember.
Absolutely.
Oh,
but he
did
mirrored
mirror too
before
early?
picking it up, I think.
Oh,
Yes,
he did!
He pulled a Willard J. Bradley.
Never mirror before you... Always make sure you have it in your hands before you do anything. And we've seen that happen a few times already. There you go.
Nice. Made sure that he picked it up, held it proudly above his head this time.
Knowledge, Willard. Knowledge.
You know what? I'll take the unfriend for that. It was worth it. Xarnax gonna go and use the rigged ATM machine now, as you recall. He spent 500 just to get a 20 out of this. That's quite the service fee. Should probably consider changing banks.
That's why we nickname him King Ripoff.
I actually haven't heard that before. So interestingly enough, Zylo did head back. He's going through Misery Mire. 2 item locations within it.
Yep.
Very slim chance of one of them being the lamp. Although I can't rule anything out. I've seen the Cane of Samaria sitting in the Misery Mire big chest. Always a possibility.
That is a possibility. Now, I have seen Lamp in a very bad spot before, and I can name that spot for you. I've seen Lamp at Mimic Cave.
Yep. Yep, I have as well. Brutal spot, really. I can't think of a worse spot to put it.
Yeah.
No mail upgrade whatsoever. It's gonna make these Dark World dungeons, especially Misery Mire, quite difficult.
Well, Lamp can't possibly in the pedestal this time because it's gonna be in a dark room situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be this time.
Yeah, the game will never intend for you to go through dark rooms in the glitchless mode like this. And in order to get one of the pendants, that would be required if the lantern was in the pedestal. Good thought.
It
We
was
won't
a
be
very
seeing
good
it this
thought.
time. Of course, we're always excited to see a seed like that. However improbable. Zylo heading to one of the lesser explored rooms in Misery Mire. The entire back end of it that not too many people go and check. You get an extra small key there. And hit that switch. Allows you to check out one or two things in a different and, at times, somewhat faster order.
Mm-hmm. If he finds the big key here, and he's already in boss rush mode or go mode, this is what it's a good play.
That's what will pay off.
It looks like it's just a key, which he opts to use. I don't think he has any more keys necessary to finish this dungeon except for that big key now.
And we have Xarnax on his frog quest. Let's see what our smith friend has. We know that most of the locations have already been uncovered. You never know, he might have the lamp. Xarnax, mere feet away though from the digging game a moment ago, could have picked up his hammer.
I wonder if he's going to go that direction though.
I would bet, yeah.
Oh, you gotta go out. Ah, red.
Another 20.
It's a common theme in this seed.
Way too common. And I know it's the most common item, but basically every NPC has had it. Every little one-off location has had 20 rupees.
Oh, he's better picks that up because that was his chest here.
Damn.
Oh, but he remembers he can't do digging game with his follower, so I hope he knows that.
Won't be able to. We'll get to see a couple of new locations though as a result of this. Maybe he's gonna leave it there. Never mind, he remembered something else.
It's like, wait, what? Where is he going? Oh wow, he's jumping right into Thieves Town just like that.
Just wanted to abandon that poor chest right in the middle of the woods.
Now, here's the problem with that. If you do that, fake blind won't appear.
What do you mean?
If you grab the follower and you touch the chest, I don't believe you can just leave that there and it'll vanish. And then fake blind will think there's a follower there, and then fake blind won't follow you. It won't even be there.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Let's see if that's the case, though. I forgot if you could just leave the chest there and that would be, or you have to pretty much like reset yourself so that it won't happen. That's why you never touch the purple chest before you go to Thieves Town.
Well, yeah, let's wait a couple of minutes then, see what happens.
I hope so.
Checking the Checker Cave. He's gonna be in go mode for real this time.
Now this is the official go mode, everybody.
There's nothing holding him back at this point. It should be pure dungeon rushing now. The only other thing he would like to see at this point is gonna be some sort of improved defense.
And the net would help. It'd just be nice to catch some fairies on the way.
Yeah, that's never a bad call. So with that marks the return to Misery Mire. It's going to conclude as well. Out of all three dungeons that have potential darkness, Misery Mire is... You know what? I've never tried Turtle Rock myself, but Misery Mire is nasty to do in the dark. The first room, I know that there's a setup for it, a couple of things to remember. Not an easy one, though.
There's a very interesting strategy, though. If you get to that bottom, like, left edge, you can put the block down and pretty much throw straight up, and you'll usually get it at that spot. It's usually a recovery strat, though. Now, nothing left for Zylo to do but just dungeon blaze everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we should see a very quick Swamp Palace, too.
Very quick swamp, very quick ice. Especially since most of ice is already done for him.
Well, he doesn't need to do ice, because ice was a pendant.
Oh, that's a pendant, that's right.
But Skull Woods would be really fast, because he hasn't done it yet. He just needs to go to the end, fire rod that thing, grab that key, done.
Oh, and having the butter sword now is going to make that much easier.
Yes.
Especially for,
really
for Xarnax when he returns there.
I think one of the runners had a problem there earlier, and just Xarnax was like, now I got butter.
Valiant effort. Certainly fantastic attempts. Now it'll just be that much easier.
Yes. He's gonna have his revenge match very soon.
Alright,
and
so
magic powder was in thieves.
blind is following just fine.
Yeah, so I guess dropping that chest, leaving it behind, kind of reset it so it disappeared. That's good.
And it seems Swamp's going to be his next step, fluting right back to his house. He'll hit this void directly north of the Swamp Palace. I almost called it the Ice Palace. I don't know why. I guess I had ice on the mind. Super quick work of that dungeon. Meanwhile, Xarnax had a very nice blind fight. Very tough avoiding those bullet hell stages. Two heads floating around, another one on a body floating around. Many fireballs. Well done.
Now it's interesting because both runners are visiting different dungeons, so we get to see how they execute through them.
Yeah, that's right. Xarnax needing to find that hammer, though. That's basically the last item that he needs to get into full-blown go mode.
And I think he's doing
Aside from the
magic
lamp
bat here. Oh, yep.
Oh, he's gonna
magic
do this, so
bat.
he still can't do the digging game yet.
Oh, he's... okay.
No, you drop the purple chest once, drop out again. It's not too late.
He could do that again, I know. Oh, I don't think... Oh, man. He could drop off the ledge. I think he's not aware of that. And there's also some other... Oh, no. Like I was saying. You can't do that digging game with this chest lugging around.
Something is following you I don't like.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That guy should be a little more open-minded.
That's true. Technically, you could just say, hey, I don't have anything. That's not mine.
You know, it just appeared behind me. I don't know whose it is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just being a good guy here.
Airbomb, unfortunately, you cannot just drop the chest and dig. You would have to leave it on another screen, unfortunately, and then make the trek back and go get it again.
Yeah, you have to kind of make it, like, despawn.
That's unfortunate. We saw there he couldn't even enter the cave with it following. You have to push the dash button quickly to release it, and then you can enter the cave.
And here, if he mirrors, he'll get his ice rod.
That's true, although we know it's not going to be necessary. Yeah, make sure you have that chest before you mirror.
Yep, don't want to lose that chest after carrying it all this way.
There we go, we get the ice rod. Not a bad item to have.
Oh, he has to go back. Gotta go back.
Interesting to see Zylo still checking chests in the Swamp Palace, though.
Probably wants a better mail or a net or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vicky. still kind of in his way, so I think it kind of makes sense just to check
Yeah,
whatever's
it's only
around.
taking a handful of seconds each time. I can't say that I disagree with the situation. Oh, there's the red nail.
Yeah, there you go. Here comes the Bombos tablet. And let's see how he does this Argus fight. Oh, just some cash here.
Cash here, some cash there. I told you, this has been the money seed.
Let's see what Argus drops today. Oh, gotta get that one more puff. Here we go. Oh, he's gonna try to go for the fast strat here.
Interesting, let's see how he pulls it off.
Oh, he got
It's
hit.
hit on the way down. That's one of the unfortunate things about the Argus fight. Is that even though he's
There you
technically
go.
going up in the air, if he's going higher on the screen, he can bonk you still.
And that was just a blue rupee. Now, an interesting choice for Xarnax is he does have Crystal 5 and 6 done, right?
It appears so, yeah.
He does have the option to go to the ferry.
True, I wonder if he's considering that. Perhaps finishing off Eastern is on his mind at the moment, or not. He's heading to the left. I wonder what's on his mind.
Huh.
I believe both players checked Sahasrar's house.
Yeah, I don't know exactly if he's... Did he get a pedant?
Or he did
Oh,
not.
he did
Okay.
not.
My mistake.
Wow. He did come, but as we knew, there was really nothing special in this game.
10 arrows, heart piece, another 20.
Yeah.
Zylo just on full cruise mode at this point. Dungeon to dungeon to dungeon. Palace of Darkness is next on his list.
Now, the only special items we think he may find is still half a quarter magic, Bugnet, or the Cane of Birna. That's
You
pretty
know-
much it.
Half magic slipped my mind.
Another red rupee.
Another 20. So, fortunately having the bow, he's gonna have to make that path to the right immediately. I
Yep.
don't see that too often. That first chest usually has a small key.
And if you don't, you have to definitely go to the right side.
Xarnax probably heading up to the Catfish. One of those one-off locations that I don't believe pays off too often. Perhaps wondering what more he can do at this point. Surely remembering that the digging game is still a viable option, now that he's without follower. By the way, guys, go follow both of these runners. They're doing a great job, having a great time in this tournament, and they deserve every ounce of your support as well.
And here we go, Catfish. Which we already knew earlier.
Another NPC 20 rupee.
Common theme here today.
It's a nice hook speed right off that top ledge into the water. Probably be quite a fun leap.
Now there's actually an interesting big quick hop on that exact watery location that he just left. if you actually activate some kind of spin speed, you can actually jump from that one ledge onto the other side. I'm definitely gonna have to show you that one, DT.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I mean, you were just an absolute wealth of knowledge for little fun facts and trinkets about this game.
And now let's see where he goes. It looks like King's Tomb for him here. We're just gonna go check that. Oh, nope, that grave up here.
King's Tomb was already checked. That's where we had
Yeah,
the
he's missing the grave up here, though.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see what's back there.
It's like all the strats here for the quickness of KSMR here.
Opening the menu for a moment, almost save and quit, perhaps.
Oh,
Not a bad upgrade.
look at that.
We have a fully uniformed Link here. I don't know about you here, but seeing the red male with the red shirt, more or less, and the purplish hat, always reminded me of Trix Yogurt when I was a kid.
That purple hat always makes me think of a comic book character, Green Goblin.
It's going to damage boost right through that first turtle room. Let's see how it goes with the 6. No complaints there. Beautiful turtle room.
Very
No
nice.
damage. Flipped them all.
Now, I think Xarnax trying to think, what did I miss?
Yeah, he definitely seems a little lost at the moment.
I
Hoping
know
those
he
bearings
tried to
will be
go
sorted
digging
out soon.
game, so maybe he'll remember.
Yeah, he wasn't too far from it when he saved and quit just a moment ago.
That's true. And also, he did bring that chest over there, so I'm wondering he's thinking, I gotta go back to that digging game now. I got
Yeah.
no follower. Oh, he's
Ice
going
Palace?
to... Well, maybe.
That flute to 8 is usually pretty indicative of that.
That's true.
Since the Hobo's already been checked, Zora's been checked, Ice Rod Cave has been checked.
Wow, he is going to Ice Palace.
That's a tough play.
Oh, yes.
Still, without the hammer, he won't be able to complete it either. We know the hammer's not there. But all of this only for potential 3 item locations, I believe. Cold Stare possibly having one himself. Quick work of the Palace of Darkness. Zylo now obtains his 5th crystal. Even just Skull Woods and
very
Thieves Town.
generous, though. In terms of most of the items, as you mentioned, DT, were all found in the overworld, not
Yeah.
really in dungeons.
Yeah, there wasn't much dungeon hopping at all beforehand. 1 or 2 checks to Eastern. Of course, we saw most of Skull Woods already.
Huh?
But yeah, this will be a nice 1-2 punch. You know, Desert Palace and Misery Mire is one pair. Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace, another pair. I've got to think that being able to do Thieves Town and Skull Woods make for another really nice pair back-to-back.
Yeah, they're generally really close to each other.
So it's nice to have things line up that way. Definitely thinking ahead, leaving these last 2 as the last 2, for lack of better phrasing, or redundant phrasing.
Now, this should be a quick dungeon. All you have to do is grab 1 key, and I hope he does. I don't know if he visited here earlier. Did he, Zylo? He's gonna have to remember to get that key, though.
No, Zylo has not been here yet.
Yeah, then he needs that 1 key. He's gonna probably get. I think he remembers.
That's all that he needs, though.
Yep.
So he'll go
Like-
right in, come right back out.
Wait a second.
Yeah, no, there's something suspicious about this. I gotta check it out. Xarnax collecting his thoughts for a moment on the flute screen. He's fluting one more time. Trying to think of what's next. Heading back to the village. Hopefully gonna head north, go into that void. and then head south and grab that hammer. That'll open this game right up for him. Interesting to head to the west, though. I wonder if the Master Sword pedestal might be on his mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I think he should just do Skull Woods to do the check because, he's already done, you know... He's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And he just choose the mirror and just finish off what he needed to do. Oh, he's just opting to check what the pedestal is, though.
Oh, that's fine. It's something that's always a curiosity in every run.
Yes, it is.
Needed or not, out of the way or not, we do like to know. Increased bomb storage, low price. Well, how can you refuse that offer?
And now we know what the pedestal item is.
Nice
Yeah, that's
Mothula
good
fight by
Mothula
Zylo.
for sure.
The heart piece.
Very nice.
Crystal number 6.
And looks like he's going to walk all the way back. Interesting.
I have to wonder, between walking back, since you're already in the Dark World, or mirroring and fluting back to 3 and then re-entering the Dark World, which one's faster?
I would think mirroring and fluting. It's a little bit faster.
That's what I was leaning toward. I don't think it's a huge difference either way. Couple of seconds.
It's not too much.
Xarnax back to 5, certainly earning plenty of sky miles here. Seems he's gonna go off and finish Eastern. We don't know what Armos might drop, so not a bad idea when you're just running out of ideas.
Yep. Now, I'm just more interested in seeing his return fight to Mothula.
Yeah.
Because I know he's probably thinking, Mothula gave me a hard time last time, but now I got butter.
You know,
and I'm armed to the teeth.
Revenge will never have been so sweet. Yeah, that's true. Quite the upgrade. Red Mail, those spike blocks will still do a full heart of damage, but Mothula won't even touch them.
It looks like he's second guessing there. He just said, no, I'm not doing this.
Nice
Now,
rush by Zylo,
hopefully-
too, up the Hellway.
Oh, that was a really nice hellway. Now let's see if he... Oh, he's... Yeah, look! Looks like he's going back. Skull Woods.
Skullwood's Revenge. You know what, at the very least, we'll be getting another crystal out of this.
Yes, that's true. And he already did everything here, so basically he just needs to go and complete this dungeon.
He'll blaze right
Literally.
through.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to look for chests, even though he still needs to. He's already done it all.
Yeah, the Gibdos especially are going to be a piece of cake this time around. But what flavor cake? Chat, what flavor cake do you think a Gibdo is made out of? I'm leaning toward... You know, I'm just going to go with the classic chocolate.
And look at that. Just getting through this dungeon. Oh. Gotta go this way here. Right. He's got everything he has now. Making quick work of those Gibdos. Oh, good. Didn't get wall mastered there, so this is nice.
Bit of a risk on the timing, lighting that bottom torch so late.
Mm-hmm.
I guess those torches have a bit longer of a timer than I remember. Ooh hoo hoo.
Oh,
Man.
wow, that was a close
Ballmaster
one.
barely missed them.
And here we go. The revenge with the butter.
Go,
And
go,
I think
go.
he's just got one more hit here. Oh, one more slice.
Must have hit the spikes at one point.
Yeah. Oh, he's
fire
riding instead.
There
you go.
Not bad. Way to go, Xarnax. I'm sure that's great.
I'm pretty sure he's like, he did a little spin there to get to that crystal. A little celebration, I'm pretty sure.
You know what? Pat yourself on the back for that. That's for sure. Zylo taking out Thieves Town. That can only mean one thing. We have to play the quintessential Zelda randomizer game now of which chest is going to have the big key, or item location, I should say, since it could be on the torch in Ganon's Tower.
True. Wow, looks like Zylo's taking the long way.
Yeah, it is a bit longer this way. Although we got to see some great spin speed and cabbage avoidance.
Yep. He's gonna have to mirror transition with a menu here. He's gonna have to take out that hammer as well.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna have to keep that hammer out because you're gonna have to hammer the pegs for Turtle Rock as well.
That's true. That was not activated. And I believe if Turtle Rock's warp is not activated, it's actually faster to go in from the Dark Void at the bottom of the eastern portion of the mountain.
Yes, it is. It's slightly faster.
For anybody curious, that is. A little bit of issue from the dead rocks, turning a couple of them to stone. Just get them out of the way, we don't want them.
I like how chat puts 420. That means they don't want us to leave. Oh, looks like Xarnax starting to remember something here.
Not one last location.
Oh yes, there we go.
But then we face the same question though, Kie. How is Xarnax with Dark Navigation? Are we gonna remember to go and check the checkerboard cave?
That's true.
Zylo checking to the left first, not even gonna bother with those two right chests.
Very interesting.
Easily accessible.
Oh, he wants that bottle. We're not gonna see Bob.
You know what? I would take it at that point too, especially having green mail. That's not a bad move by any means.
Yes. You can never have enough bottles. And no bug net, so he doesn't have a fairy.
Certainly. Yeah, no, that's a fantastic point as well. Map, another 10 arrows. Stealthos kill, another 5 arrows. Well, no, that was an upgrade, I should say. And a small key.
Yes. Very interesting. That makes 5 so far.
Well, we can't have a swamp palace without a swamp. Xarnax remembering he's got to head back to the light world and drain the floodgate.
Looks like Willard's calling for tile room. Oh, and it was... He made the right choice. Now with very low health here and no powder, he's gonna try to make his way through here. grabbing that heart. Oh, okay. That thing's blocking him now. Alright.
Trying to manipulate the mimics a little bit, having a
there
tad
you
bit
go.
of difficulty. He's got it though.
Oh. Oh. A little bit of trouble here. There you go.
Nice hammer dash to get that key from Xarnax. Fun little strategy to use. He's got that hammer now and he's not afraid to use it.
And now it's going to be interesting to see if he just finishes this dungeon quickly. Because that kind of gives us a sign that I'm not too, afraid about dark navigation.
Yeah, we were wondering the same thing with Zylo, but unfortunately, I mean, we're going to hope that Xarnax doesn't go to the western portion, knowing that the lamp isn't going to be there.
Yeah, the lamp was in that checkered place.
Yeah. I couldn't fault him, though, if he decides to head to the left himself.
And Zylo definitely going for the safety fairies here.
Xarnax too, by chance. Got a fairy from a prize pack just now.
Ah.
And he's just gonna head straight to the basement.
Interesting.
Unknown to him, but the right move for sure.
Oh, sword beaming. Gauntlet 1 here. Yeah, this is definitely tough to navigate Gauntlet with green mail and these hearts here.
Yeah, difficult. Doing really well, though. Certainly a lot of life to spare. Not having powder. Maybe taking note to be extra careful.
Oh, that was a good fire rod, you sure?
That was awesome. That little extended... what would you call that? It's not like a blast radius like with the bomb, but that little bit of extended time that the fire rod lingers.
I think it's interesting how it splashes that skull and then it kind of reflects that damage off the enemy. Oh, it looks like he switched to arrows now.
Not a bad choice. Produces a little bit of lag. Tough to shoot them so far away.
Oh,
Finishing two of them, though, in the same cycle at least.
Oh, almost got that last one. Just gotta time it a little better. Here we go.
Oh, if he had been going up, he would have nailed it.
Yeah. Now this time, if he just...
Oh, he shoots up that time.
Let's see if he gets it. He's just gonna go off the spin attack.
Yeah,
there you go.
We'll just go with the sword. That's a sure win.
And Xarnax with a good kill on Argus here. Gets his fifth crystal.
Yeah, having that hammer opening up these last couple of things. Although Meyer's been available, but between Palace of Darkness and the Swamp, that makes for two of these dungeons. Let me start that over. Two of these dungeons then that were remaining were very easily beatable in a very quick manner.
And I think he's heading towards Pod here. Oh. Oh, he never checked Hype Cave. Wow.
Valuable spot to miss. I don't think so much in this seed.
Yeah.
Better late than never, though, to check it. Finding Ether.
Yep.
Perhaps a comfort, perhaps not. We know it's not necessary. Another heart container is never a bad thing, though. Even with the red mail. Zylo's still making really quick work of the rest of Ganon's tower.
Oh, he should kill that mini helmet, get that last key.
He's gonna need to. Taking the time that opened that chest, though, not bad finding a bottled fairy. Every safety that you can get at this point is gonna be valuable with green mail.
And that actually worked out really well for him.
Yeah. Waiting for that
Okay.
bunny beam to disappear.
Oh, smart play. Oh, just... Oh,
Oh, he
wow.
found another butter sword. I mean, they usually come in packs of 2 or 4.
Yeah.
Of course, we know it wasn't a butter sword. It could have very well been master or temper. Tempered, I should say.
And making quick work of Moldorm here. Just
Almost got hit by him.
very nice, though. And now let's see. He actually opens this last chest here.
Is his run going to be valid or not? It is. And he finds a bug catching net.
Wow.
You know, any other item... I don't know. That would have been a safe bet to take, but finding that bug catching net, he's gonna have a solid Aghanim 2 fight, that's for sure.
And let's see how he does this. It's an interesting pattern.
Yeah, not too bad. Nice double hit right off the bat.
This one should be nice too.
Another double. You know, if they're in a strange formation like that, it's always good to at least get the one, but that was nice to get 2.
Now let's see how he handles this last pattern. He should probably get 2 here if he... Oh?
Oh, the stream froze up for me.
Yeah, something happened to his stream.
The world may never know. What
Oh
fate
my
befalls our
goodness.
friend in the Aghanim 2 fight? Did he prevail?
Did he make it? Who knows?
Did Aghanim come back from behind and end our hero's victory? We'll find out next time. Meanwhile, Xarnax taking the only path accessible in Palace of Darkness, needing to go to the right first. Of course, with that mirror shield, that mimic is an absolute joke.
And it looks like Aghanim is down.
Friend Zylo quite successful against Aghanim. Whew, that was suspenseful. I didn't know what to expect. Delicious whole grain breakfast made for your incredible insides. Ganon quite the promoter for Weetabix.
Yes. Oh, and
Bodied.
that fairy is going to come well in handy here.
That's why the
You take
fairy and red
a lot
potion.
of hits with the green tunic.
Full 8 hearts of damage, I believe.
Yeah, you can't really get hit here. Yeah, let's see. Yep, hookshot stress is a good thing to do here.
So the bats do a
watch out for
full
that bat.
4. Still scary. It's going to opt to use that red potion right away. I can't blame that. It's a good decision.
I would opt to kind of use Cape at this moment if he's really worried about health. Because there's not really much that he really needs with silvers. It should be an easy fight.
No, you're right. You don't need too much magic.
And looks like he's going for torch glitch. Ah, never mind. You don't need it. Check it. Oh, there you go. Got it.
But certainly helpful. Always helpful.
Now we got 1.
Could set them for a double? No, not quite. Almost.
2 more though.
We'll get 3 right there. And guys, well, I can't be too preemptive with it, but get those GGs in. We have our 4th Ganon hit. Well done, Zylo.
Well done, Zylo. And let's get those GGs out. And Zylo finishes with an official SRL time of 1:48:37. And make sure to give the runners a follow here. Oh, here we go. Xarnax will have to try to dark navigate here.
You can get through these first 2 rooms. It should be set, I would think. There is a torch in the main turtle room that with the fire rod you can light, you'll be able to see anything. And once that torch
Yeah.
goes out, if you don't have the lantern, it actually gives you like a fake lantern around you.
Yep, that's correct. Now let's see, he gets... I'm just gonna boomerang. Yep, magical works better here.
And so Zylo's ready to come on in and chat with us. You ready for him, Hiei?
Ah, yeah, sure. Why not?
Alrighty.
Let's bring him in. Now, congratulations, Zylo, on your win.
Thank you. Thank you.
GG, my friend, GG.
Yeah, I realized at Maya that I can just end the game. Was pretty insane though.
We had a little bit of scare there in the end when your screen kind of froze on Aghanim 2. We were just wondering, uh-oh, is this a DC moment here?
Oh no, I just realized that I just got frame drops, but I guess it was all okay.
Well, it worked out because he did wind up beating Aghanim 2, at least. He didn't get his revenge when the screen went dark.
Oh, not good.
No, you did well. One thing that we were curious about, unfortunately you wound up finding the lantern anyway in the checker cave, the checkerboard cave. How do you feel about dark navigation? Is it something that you were prepared to do?
Not in Maya, but in Dark Palace I am able to, and in Aghanim's Tower, also, so in Aghanim 1. I had to do that once when I tried out the hard, you know, the hard mode in the randomizer.
Aha. Yes.
Certainly difficult,
So
though, either
dark-
way.
Yeah, it is, but it's possible, and it's kind of fun. But in a race, I wouldn't do that, especially not in Maya. I just can't do it.
That's a difficult one for a lot of people. I can't say I blame you on that. That being said, you must have felt pretty good when you finally did find the lamp. One question that I'm actually going to steal from the OK guy because it's something he likes to ask everybody post-race, and it's a fantastic question. Is there anything about this seed that you might have done better or kept in mind for the next time? Something that might have stuck out to remember? Good or bad? You know.
Yeah, the beginning was pretty bad. I realized too late that I can enter Aghanim's tower with the cape. I just thought I can't because I don't have a sword upgrade, but yeah, took me too long, definitely.
That's a very difficult climb too, only having the fighter sword as your main weapon. Having the fire rod certainly could have provided a huge help, being conscious of your magic usage.
I don't get the question, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm just making a statement. It's very difficult to go through Aghanim's tower. The fighter sword is not very strong, especially on those gold ball and chain guards. You did very well to handle it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Thank you.
Back to our other runner for just a moment here. Xarnax has his 6th crystal. He's heading through Misery Mire at the moment. Also in, presumably in boss rush mode. I'm not sure how he's going to do with dark navigation. He still does not have the lamp.
Yeah, the lamp is on a mean place though.
It is. Especially for how late you found the mirror. That's a tough location to go back and check at some point.
Yeah, I am a bit proud of myself that I just thought about that place. But Maya Darkmond navigation is pretty tough because I never found the pot where the button is below.
Yeah.
I never was able to find that in dark navigation.
Yeah, that's a really, really difficult one, that first room especially. Something I wanted to take note on, though, you should be really proud that you remembered to go back and get the silver arrows before entering Misery Mire.
Oh yes, that was a really good move. We saw you mirror from the Mire entrance and go get them.
Now, did you see the silver arrows early on and you just kept it in the back of your mind that you needed to go back and get them at some point?
Yes, I was not sure if I have to go, so because I don't need them, but I'm pretty comfortable to use them, so I just go back and took them.
Okay,
Because-
so if you didn't have them, you would have been okay with doing a silver arrowless fight on Ganon?
Yeah, I definitely.
Well, good. Nice.
Good. But I like the silver arrows a lot.
Oh, we all do.
And looks like this is your final race in your group?
Yes, and I don't know if Fuster already played his last match, because when he wins, I'm out.
Well, such is the nature of this being random. Nothing is set in stone. Anything can
Yes.
happen.
Yes, and the other bad thing about my situation, tomorrow I go away for a month, and if Fuster loses next race and I am able to go to the next round, I'm probably not be able to participate anymore because I'm not there.
Oh.
Well, let's take that one step at a time and see what happens, and hope for the best in that situation either way.
Yeah, let's see. I hope not, but
Looks like we have a little bit of
yeah.
magic problem here. He should remember to grab this magic pot here.
Did you happen to notice how many bonks you had?
no, I did not pay attention. I have to concentrate to speak in English.
And I heard someone in chat say 24 bunks was
That's
total.
what I'm seeing too. That's a really good number.
It's beyond 100. But I liked it a lot. Really, it was really cool.
Yeah, had a lot of fun playing that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, Xarnax running out of magic in the second torch room.
Oh my goodness. Oh, because of
No,
that,
don't
that
mirror.
misuse of the glitch. Ay.
That's a tough situation to be in. Maybe we'll get a magic drop out of these whiz robes though. Prize packs are random.
That's true. Oh, here we go. He sees him.
And there's a small magic drop. That's gotta be at least somewhat comforting. Yeah, that one's not gonna respawn, unfortunately.
And he
Another
doesn't
meat.
have the lamp, so he can't use lower magic meter here.
So, Zylo, one other question I have for you. What was the most difficult part of this seed for you?
I guess it was the fact that I have to remember that I have to use the cape to go to Ganon's tower.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure. Well, and green armor Ganon is something I'm not used to,
No.
as you maybe realize when I just go ran into him and lose 9 hearts. How many?
Yeah,
How
he
many
has 8
damage
hearts.
does he do?
8 hearts.
8
Yep.
8
Yeah.
hearts!
8
Wow!
hearts. You learned the hard way.
Yeah.
You definitely learned the hard way. We saw you run into him, and we're like, well, you can't do that, but I'm glad you got that fairy in the bottle from
Yeah.
Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, you definitely lucked out finding a red potion, a bottled fairy, because you didn't have magic powder, of course. You couldn't even heal before the second Maldorm fight.
Yes. And the net was a pretty mean location.
Yeah.
After Moldorm 2, the very last item you can possibly get is a thing you can catch fairies with. Congratulations.
At a point where there aren't any fairies left in your path.
Yeah. Right.
I thought you handled your Ganon fight very well, though.
Thank you.
Yes, that was a good Ganon fight.
But this has been quite the revenge run for Xarnax, having issues with Mothula several times. Back in the torch room a second time now, he nails it. 4 for 4 on those fire rod shots. That's gotta feel good.
Yeah, finish off a run like this is always good. And there's the big key in its usual spot. Now, here's the question now. How he's gonna do this dark navigation here. It'll be interesting to see how he does it. Oh, he doesn't grab that pot. I'm not sure if he'll have enough magic. If he doesn't have one shot, a few shots, it's gonna be a challenge here. Let's see. I wish I can hear his chat, but I don't have audio on here, so I can't tell if he's hitting that switch or not. Looks like he's lining it up. Oh, I think I heard something. Kind of walked by it.
Do you know that if there is a setup in this room to press the button?
There is a setup. There's a lot of visual kind of setups. If you want to look at the map first without the dark, to kind of see that there's kind of like these two line kind of things that you can kind of cross. If you know you're in it, then you know you're directly facing the skull. And then once you pick up the skull pot from the left side, you can just drop the Samario block on top, and you should get it every time if you know the exact setup. It's just something that once you start getting comfortable with in terms of knowing the map very well, you'll be able to achieve it. There's another setup, however, is like, let's say you somehow walk into the skull and you pick it up, and you go straight down and you're on the wall. Now, if you hit the wall and you turn around and you Samario block, you could throw it, and it'll land on the switch.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some strats that people have done when that, like a backup strat, and you usually could see it with the light on. You can kind of see how that works. But with it dark, you kind of figuring out like, hey, does that actually work? So it's kind of good to test it yourself first with the light on, just to see if, hey, does this trick work or not, and then turn it off and try it with it dark.
Yeah, it's good to try and get used to the movement that you do rather than what you're actually looking at.
Yes.
So that way, once you finally do turn the light off, it should be pretty easy. It never quite works out that way, but it just takes some practice just to get used to where everything is.
Yep. And looks like he's doing pretty good here. He picked it up. Oh. Now this is where I would say throw it. And he just has to push it down a little bit.
I think he just walked over it. I saw a little bit of a stutter in his game, as if the
Yeah.
door was opening and closing.
Yeah, he probably just walked over it. So he's gonna run out of
heart
hearts
is
here.
problematic. Those fireballs are
Ah.
relentless.
Yeah, and I know he doesn't have any fairies to catch because we all know Bugnet was the last chest. So yeah, it's rough. Now, if he just went out of Mire and just checked that location to the right, that's all he has to do to get the lamp. But I know he's probably not going to remember that now because it's been late in the run, as you mentioned, when he got the mirror.
Yeah, it's a difficult point to just leave the dungeon that you need to complete, the only dungeon
Yeah.
you need to complete, and just start going to look for one thing.
Yes, very true. I think he's looking for magic. Oh, no. He's going to try to... he's going to try to power that fairy more, but... he should be fine if he grabs that magic pot, you know, where the slug area is.
I haven't seen that room in a while with the two Beamos.
Yeah, he just needs to go down here. There you go. Grab that pot. And then he can get those hearts back with powdering and check the other pot if he wants. Oh, nope, not opting to grab that anti-fairy. But he has many options when he gets over here because he has the powder. Now here we go. Just gonna powder this one.
And between the two anti-fairies, and I believe there's two bunny beams in this room as well. Under the
Yeah.
pot.
And you can just powder them while they're under the pot. Well,
Nice use of the mirror shield deflecting the Wizrobe.
and yeah. Gonna get that heart there. Now, here we go. Dark navigation attempt number 2, I guess.
You know, everything's been flawless for him the second time around. Mothula, that torch room. He's
Oh,
gonna
yes.
get it right away this time.
Now let's see if he hears something when he can pick up the pot. Then he'll know he's kind of there.
It looks like it's like right in the area for it. He
I
can't be
know.
off by much.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, he's trying to see if there's anything he could alter hit here, but there isn't. I think he stepped on it himself. Because there was a little bit of a hiccup. Oh, he got it. But he went up, and now he's got to move out of the way. I think he's got it. He's got to move up a little. There you go. Now go a little bit right. Come on. Yes, he's made it.
Nice, into the second room.
Very nice. Very nicely executed second time around.
His health still may wind up being an issue, though. Into the
Yeah,
next room,
He
the
can opt to use the cape for a little bit of safety here. Oh, wow! I hope he grabs
Well,
that. Can grab that fairy somehow?
where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I know.
Where's the fairy?
I know. He's like he just like missed it a little bit. Oh, he did get it! Oh,
Yes, his
nice.
health is up. That's good, because this spike block can kind of pin you in a little bit when you can't see what you're doing.
Oh wow, that was nice that he got it. And this room should be more easier to navigate because all he has to do is kind of make his way past the spike here because he kind of memorized the layout a little bit. And then once you pass the first two, you just go down and then just kind of follow along the wall.
I don't know if he's going to need to hit the crystal up on the top this time.
I think since he reset, he doesn't need to. No, he doesn't need to. Ah! No, don't do it. Oh. Now he's gonna get.
Yeah, I was going to head back and do it again. I couldn't remember if...
You did not need to do it because he died and he had to So
Yeah.
he did not need to hit that switch.
When he went back to the western area of the dungeon to get that full magic refill, I didn't
Now
think
he
he
can
might
just-
have hit the
oh, that's
switch
fine.
again.
Well, it was very clever of him to magical boomerang it, though.
Yeah, that actually looked beautiful.
Oh yeah, he just hit it like, I know what I'm doing here, guys. 2 flawless boomerangs to hit that switch, though.
Oh, unfortunate though that those anti-fairies must have been in the middle of the room when he left before, and they maintained their spot. So they weren't pegged the next time he went in. That made that a little more difficult. But we
And
see that he
he's in
got
the
through
clear.
it just
He
fine.
should be in the clear.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
also has to do his head left, and yeah, he's done it.
Nice. Big hand
Look
for
at that,
Xarnax.
everybody.
That's really, really difficult to do.
Oh wow, that was great. And now it just has to be careful on his battle here. He could use the silver arrow stress.
Great idea.
Oh my god, he's gotta watch out though. He's gotta be careful. Not get 2 more hits here. I don't think he has any more pots.
I don't think he has any healing.
Yeah, he's gotta just be careful here with his arrows and make sure he's there, good dodge. And 1 more to go.
That last eye, and then big guy comes out.
Oh,
Can't hit him with an
Careful.
arrow when he pokes out. Just
there you go.
There you
Ooh.
go. Beautiful. Nicely done.
I'm pretty sure he's relieved.
Well, let's try to get this hype going back up. We're back on our way to Ganon's Tower now.
Oh yes, and as you know, he could change his chest pickups because, as you can see, Zylo didn't pick up the 2 chests on the right. So
Oh, so we could have a different chest count this time. Get
Of
those guesses in,
course.
everybody.
Get those guesses in.
Taking the eastern approach to get up to Death Mountain, I guess. To get up to the northern portion, though.
Wow, someone's asking who's the best at darkroom running in the LTT community.
That's yours to answer. Yeah, I would have no idea, honestly.
There's quite a few runners who executed quite flawlessly, though. If you think about it, Parisian player does runs blindfolded, so
That's
Kind of-
true. It's hard
kind
to
of
beat that,
interesting to say. I'm pretty sure he knows his dark navigation pretty damn well.
Oh, that wasn't fair. That boulder nailed that dead rock and he didn't even get hit. One more reason to dislike the dead rocks, everybody.
And this should be a fun run for him. He's got all the tools to make this Ganon Tower an easy one for him. Just gotta worry a little bit about that heart count, but he does have powder.
He has power, he
Yes.
has the red mail.
And answer Miri-chan, yes, the entire game blindfolded.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is, and there was an article about it and his experience of how he did it, and it was really, really interesting to see.
May I ask where the red mail was?
The red
Yeah.
mail was actually from the purple chest
Correct?
after taking the blacksmith back home.
And look at that.
Oh, I could have done that too.
He did not go the same way. He did the same thing you did.
Actually, Zylo, I have another question for you then. In Ganon's Tower, do you normally go to the left first, or do you ever check those 2 chests on the right?
I usually I usually go the left way.
Okay.
usually.
Oh, that was just a curiosity.
And he only has to. Oh, what the? Oh, wow, he mirrors. Did he get the big key from that one? Because that wasn't there. If I...
No.
No, the
Interesting,
big
I
key
didn't
was in
even know
that two, you know,
Yeah,
the
with
two
the fire
spinny
bars.
fire bars. Yeah. I guess he remembers to go here. Okay. All right, going back again. Whew. Now that adds to your counts, everybody.
I already guessed wrong.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. It looks like it'll be chest number 8 then.
Yeah, it should be, unless he skips it, which I hope not. Okay, good. Ugh.
So he's
We're
gonna get the
in the
big key right
clear.
now. We're gonna move right on forward here.
Yes.
And obtained success.
Whew.
Quite unique. I don't think I've seen that routing in Ganon's Tower.
He was just making sure. Now, I have to say this. Xarnax has been very effective at using his boomerang.
It's an often overlooked item, but there's a lot of use to it that he's proven to us.
Yeah, he used it in the Dark Navigation really quite well to hit that switch.
Truth be told, I thought that was a fantastic strategy.
Oh, yes. It also prevented him from getting any kind of damage and more closer to the doorway because he didn't have to walk back and forth there.
That's true. And just a little bit of trouble lining up these mimics, though.
Yeah.
They don't want to work with him right this moment.
Well, he shouldn't worry with the mirror shield. You can just, you know, face him.
That's
Like,
true.
Bam.
There we go.
Hey.
Second one right in the face with the silver arrow. It doesn't stand a chance.
And he's just gonna have to just line himself up. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Ow.
nothing like a laser right to the face.
Beamos just said, "I spotted you," and bam.
I spy someone with a purple hat and a yellow sword. And there you go.
He's getting his 20 rupees worth today. And I think he's gonna bonk here. Oh no, he's just gonna go. Wow. Alright. This is... yeah. Gonna go right through Gauntlet here.
Making fairly quick work of the first room. Entering the conveyor with the 3 red Stalfos. Are they technically called Stalfos?
Yes, they are.
Because I always thought the Stalfos were designated to the ones that have the swords, like the ones in Ice Palace.
The ones in Ice Palace actually are called Stalfos Knights.
Oh, so there is a slight variation in their name.
Yep. And those horse guys are called Zazaks.
That's right, I do remember learning that. I think it was actually the last time I commentated with you we learned that. Pretty good work in the ice room.
Yeah, not having that much trouble. He does have powder here if he chooses to powder that bunny chain. Nope.
Just gonna skip it.
I'm just gonna go right through this.
Try silver arrows on the land mola.
I got one.
Missing one shot, hitting one, missing the third.
Oh, gotta time that a little bit slower. This one should be fine. Oh, he just spawned at the... oh, nice one there. Now, I love seeing this strat done when people know how to execute it.
Cane strats in the Wizard rooms, they just look so majestic.
He's going for the... oh, he's going for the opposite direction. That was actually an interesting one to do.
Nice. Quadruple kill.
Just moving the the skulls out of the way.
Now,
Making sure he has enough room.
one thing I've noticed about this room is that a lot of people do it in a slightly different fashion. So it's always cool for me to see just how they do it.
Well, he had no choice, kind of, in this sense, because he has no lamp.
Well,
He
true.
had to use the fire rod this time around. And he should get the pot here, because, yeah, he's going to be in trouble if he messes up.
But even like variations in movements or which torches they actually light when,
Yeah.
it's interesting to see.
Even this room, people light it up differently. And he remembers he's got to get this one key. I hope he opens a chest.
So he's not going to get that bottled
not
fairy.
gonna get that fairy. It's okay. I think he's fine.
Take a moment, heal, get the double fairy off the bunny beam and the anti-fairy.
Yeah. He's
Pick
gonna
up-
grab...
no,
oh,
he's
he's not
not.
grabbing the... Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
It's too early to say, but I may call that a mistake when you have less than half of your magic meter and a normal magic.
Yeah, the thing about it is the fire rod shots, in terms of if he doesn't get that torch glitch with the fire rod, it's going to be interesting how well he executes the silver arrows.
Yeah, and that's his only option, as you pointed out. He does not have the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
His magic consumption is going to have to be spot on.
Yeah. If he lands everything perfectly, he should be fine. Shouldn't be an issue.
He's got
Especially
a
if
lot
he
of,
gets... Oh my god, these...
a lot of little critters wanting to be his friend right now.
There you go, there you go. See, you have the hook shot. Use it, my friend. Alright, and let's see how he does this Aghanim 2 fight here.
Not a great setup at first.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
totally
missing
misses.
all three. That was an awkward layout.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, he got one. 5 more to go then. I got another one. Now this is an interesting setup. He should get some here. There you go. Ah. Okay. 2 more, I believe. There you go. It's interesting that chat mentions a lot of these tracking tools that they can use to help themselves in Randomizer. Yes, there are HUDs that help you keep track of items and chest items required in dungeons. And you did mention one. Cross Products Tracker does help you keep track of items in dungeons so that you know that, hey, there's something that I missed. There's also a lot of map trackers that show you which map locations you've been to. And they usually use the colors of red and green to tell you, oh, I already visited that place. And our good buddy Miria-chan here has one of those. She makes use of it quite often. Yes, Lugaru, the HUD used in the tracker for the tourney is a custom-made text-like HUD. And yes,
Oh, this is rough.
he's just gotta make sure he gets this one last one here. Like I'm saying, he's gotta be careful.
Oh no, those
Gotta be
torches are gonna
careful.
go out.
He's got one. Oh, you see,
He
that's what
doesn't
I'm
even
saying.
have the second shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he made that one hit earlier, he had enough. It's just, yeah, it's just couldn't make any mistakes.
That magic refill right before Maldorm 2, so important to get.
Yeah, now
Factoring
he's
in-
probably gonna have to like buy a bottle or something. He's definitely gonna need magic.
That might be the best move at this point. Flute to the Witch. He's got more than enough money. 2 empty
Yeah.
bottles. Yeah, no half magic, no quarter magic, no lantern. That fire rod is gonna be brutal on his magic bar.
Looks like Mungo Meat's trying to find a HUD leak. I can give you the name of the person who makes one of the HUDs so that you can check. There's this guy, and there's also this guy that you can look for. These two are fantastic HUD makers. And there's another HUD maker that I like to mention. His name is Futon, and he has a really nice HUD that he creates as well.
Interesting that he would choose to use a potion right now instead of using it at the witch's shop and then just buying another one straight away.
I think he's confident in his skills enough to beat Ganon with this setup already here. Take some pride in this runner here, trying to do it this way.
It's certainly not easy by any means. Yes, for those asking, this is the last race for the day. But we have plenty of randomizer coming up tomorrow as well.
And this should be fun. Let's see how he handles it. I know he was so close that first one, so let's cheer him on this one.
Let's go, Xarnax. Great job avoiding those bats, use of the hook shot. We're into phase 3. Of course, Ganon got his first fire bat off, but we'll get a hit on him before he can breathe another one. And another hit. And the trick to that, for those that might be curious, Ganon will throw a fire bat around in a ring of fire, for lack of better phrasing, if you don't hit him quickly enough. If you do, there's basically no danger.
Yep.
So he's gonna try to get the torch glitch straight away, nails it. Beautiful.
Ooh, that's very nice. And now he doesn't have to really worry about his magic consumption at all, pretty much. He's got this. Just make sure he doesn't fall and everything's good.
No, even if he only gets one silver arrow per torch cycle, he'll be just fine.
Yes.
He has enough magic for it.
And there you go. He has one here and one more to go. Ah, good. A successful Ganon kill, everybody.
We have a dot on an official race bot time for Xarnax of 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 31 seconds. Let's get those GGs going.
Yes, please, GG's Xarnax. That was a great run by him.
Show him all of our support. Deserves it just as much as anyone. Great job.
Yes, great job. And make sure to thank Miria-chan. She's did a wonderful job of keeping the tracker today for us.
Yes, thank you, Miria. Great job. And he's gonna hop on in here with us. We'll pick his brain for a few minutes, and no, maybe more than a few minutes, who knows? Perhaps firing up his Discord again.
Let's take a look. See who's spawning coming into the waiting room. There he
we go.
is.
Hey there, come on in here. How you feeling, Xarnax?
Yes, congrats.
Okay. I'm
GG.
Thanks. I guess. Don't feel very good about that run, but
There's a lot you gotta take some pride in, though.
Oh,
Before
yes.
you're Too short.
yeah, I do. I mean, I kind of knew going in that I was a bit of an underdog. And so as soon as anything went badly, I was prepared to just basically start say, okay, what's the last thing he's going to try and do that first. And
Sure, that's a good
if it
thought.
works, then I got a chance. and it never did. Which is fine. That's basically the approach I took against JC, and I had so many issues with that seed.
You had a really standout moment is when you did the dark navigation through Mire.
That's actually my my first tournament race. Was the first time I've ever attempted that. That was the second.
Ah.
But I felt like I learned a lot the first time.
And you'll keep learning even more the more you try it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm worried. I don't want to do it without a magical boomerang.
I gotta say, I've never seen the boomerang used in that situation to hit the crystal switch, but I really liked it.
That was a great one.
It actually was the first time. My first race against JC, I was trying to hit it with the Cane of Samaria, and I got down to like half a heart. And then I was looking at my inventory, and I'm like, wait a second. That's way easier, I bet. It was.
On the note of the dark navigation, would you like to know where the lantern was? Because Zylo did find it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And it was... Go ahead.
I was gonna guess it's in Turtle Rock.
It was not, actually. It was actually very, very close to Mire, in the northeast cave in the desert with the checkerboard pattern blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
So close, yet so far away.
Kind of surprised I didn't check that now that you mention it. And I guess really I kind of fell apart in Skullwoods pretty early. I tried to do that probably earlier than I should have, and was farming magic, and then died to Mothla a couple times. And at that point, I just kind of, it's been a long day already, and I had a long drive, and then I was just kind of tired and out of it.
Sure.
And so my routing was, my routing is, I'm not known, I'm known in several randomizers for being kind of sporadic and not planning out my routes too well, but this was even worse than usual.
Well, Skullwoods early on is really difficult,
Yes.
especially without quarter magic, and the biggest reason I say for that is because of the random prize packs. You're not guaranteed to get those magic drops from the Gibdos like you would be in a vanilla game.
Right.
And with Fighter Sword, it becomes very difficult because you have to spin attack each time. So it was a valiant effort by you, and we were actually both looking forward to your revenge match against Mafia when you were armed to the teeth. We were like, he's going to crush this guy now. He's going to look so forward to coming back. He was like, Mafia.
Butter Sword, Red Mail, yeah, you came back with a vengeance for him, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun. It was a good seed. Okay, so I don't know if you guys talked about at all. So Zylo and I, we raced on Friday. I'm sure you guys have all gone through all this already.
No, we have not.
No, I suppose not. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we raced on Friday, and we hadn't talked about scheduling a time at all. So, and apparently I was gonna be gone this weekend, and he's leaving on vacation for a month tomorrow or something.
Right.
So
no, he had mentioned.
So
that,
we made a very impromptu race. Mythical gave us a seed, and there was nobody set to restream it, and it just happened to be the seed that finished with a soft lock.
You had the one that had that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Soft lock on Friday.
I remember now.
Well, okay, so here's if either of you were in the IRC channel, about 20 seconds into the race, I typed to LOL because the item that soft locked us was the fire rod.
That explains that.
Now I get it.
Yeah, I was at work Friday. Unfortunately, I missed that. I did hear about it though.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
did I.
So yeah, seeing the fire rod as the first chest I opened was just a nice little kick in the pants.
Now we saw some interesting thing by your opponent too today. Did you know he did a bunny death in Ice Palace?
No.
Yeah, he jumped into Ice Palace looking for it early, and he had a bunny death. He had no Moon Pearl at the time.
Oh wow.
That was a big gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb, but I was glad that I decided to not try hard the Ice Palace.
That's a really difficult one without the
Oh,
hook
yes.
shot. I don't know how familiar you are with bomb jumps, perchance. But unfortunately, without the hammer, getting the cold stare would have been impossible either way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nice. Good that you mentioned.
So I would always say is this: make sure you have all your resources before you go and make that attempt. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gambling really big here."
Right.
It's tough to go into a dungeon without all of the necessary items to complete it. But sometimes those gambles pay off. You honestly never know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did pay a gamble one time doing that, and I found the mirror there. So
The
it is
mirror.
possible.
The mirror is a really, really common thing I find in the Ice Palace, to be honest.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's my hate spot.
So one question I'd like to ask both of you, something that I'm always curious about whenever I raise a seed that has Aghanim required, for example. At what point do you decide that going to Aghanim is a good idea? Because of how long it takes. It's only for one item. In this case, the boots, which led to the Moon Pearl.
It was actually the mushroom was the lumberjack item. The
Right.
boots were on the pyramid,
Mm-hmm.
so we didn't actually know what we were even fighting him for.
Right. And then that's part of the gamble. It's a long climb. It's a tough climb with the fighter sword, especially.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for me, I was prepared to go pretty early. As soon as I ran out of any other, well, not even running out of options. Just because I wanted to give myself a chance to get ahead.
Sure.
It was
That's
a
fair.
wise
that would
decision
be
this
something.
time.
I don't know if I ever had a lead. I didn't feel like it was I played very well.
The first 45 to 50 minutes or so were pretty close. The thing that held you back a little bit, Xarnax, was how long it took to get to the digging game. You noticed that you couldn't do that the first time because you had the purple chest following you.
Yeah.
Having the hammer, that would have just opened up the rest of it for you.
Yep.
Oh, one thing to
man,
mention,
I actually
you know
got
that
the
purple
hammer,
chest?
and I remembered the first time when I walked by and skipped it.
That's
Ah,
true. Yeah, you went to Thieves
very
Town after grabbing it the first time.
What's
Yep.
that?
Yeah, 'cause you went to Thieves Town after grabbing it the first time, and then you went south to the digging game. Couldn't
yes,
play
and
it.
that was my concern for you is because what I've seen in Randomizer before is if you touch the purple chest and you go into Thieves Town, sometimes fake blind doesn't appear. So therefore, you don't want to touch that chest at all if you're intending to go and finish that dungeon first. Otherwise,
Interesting.
you should just finish delivering that purple chest completely and just
that's good.
don't touch it. Because I've seen in some races where someone went and touched that chest and they went to fake blind and fake blind wasn't there because they thought the purple chest was a follower.
Right.
Wow.
Hmm.
The more you know.
The more you
Right.
know, exactly.
Yeah, so be careful about doing that. If you're gonna do it, just kind of think about doing it to completion. Otherwise, you might run into some issues like that.
Right. It's good to know.
Anything else you guys would like to say or add on? Any thoughts about the seed?
Trying to think. Oh yeah, that was another big issue I had. There was a few times I was just like going back and forth. Like I'd warp somewhere and then immediately warp somewhere else. Like it was just like bad tracking, and for example, for some reason I had 4 dungeons marked as pendant dungeons, include some Ice Palace, Mire, and um, Turtle Rock. So you saw me go to Ice Palace and clear like 2 rooms, and then I was like, wait a minute, this and Mire can't both be pendants. Then I back out and check, and wasted some more time. But
I have a question to Xarnax. How long did you carry the fighter sword with you?
I got for a long time, I think. Where was Buttersword?
Buttersword
It
was
in
at the end of Hookshot Cave.
right? Yeah.
Okay, so I probably had Fighting Sword for close to an hour and a half.
Well, here's the interesting
Wow.
thing I'd like to add on to that. You both went on to Death Mountain to explore the eastern region at the exact same time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both wound up getting the Butter Sword within moments of each other.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you guys gave like each other a virtual high five.
Yeah, it'll be fun to go back and watch.
Yeah, certainly. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, this race was pretty cool.
Good. And most important question that I have for both of you, did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Good. As a participant, as a commentator, as a viewer, I love hearing that. Great job to both of you.
Yes, congratulations on
Well,
finishing this
Zylo,
race.
Congratulations. I think I need to beat Fuzda for you to move on to the bracket.
Yeah, please do that for me. I wish you the best luck, though.
Hopefully, I'll at least play better than I did today. If not, get luckier.
Good luck, man.
And it looks like we all had fun. And this is the last race for tonight, so be sure to look out for more randomizer races tomorrow. I think the next one, do we know the time, DT?
I believe it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
All right, and do we know who's the match?
I would have to look that up again, but we can find it. We will find it.
I think it's C. Cruel? Yeah, Cruel and Putz.
Yep.
Lead us off.
That's what it
Wow.
looks like, and it'll be on Speed Gaming, regular Speed Gaming, not Speed Gaming 2. For anybody that's going to be awake in 8 hours. All right, well, I personally need to get going. I don't know if you guys are going to chat around for a bit more, but it's been a pleasure commentating with you guys. Xarnax, Zylo, it's been a great pleasure chatting with you guys. Hiei, always a pleasure commentating with you, buddy.
Yeah, it's always nice to have you around, DT.
Thanks
So,
for the
let's
coverage.
send everyone
Thanks
off.
for the race.
You're very welcome, Xarnax. and
It
Zylo.
was enjoyable, start to finish. So along with Hiei, I'm in the name of DT, and I believe we'll be signing off then.
All right. See you next mission, everybody.